Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Sova, and I just wanted to come on here today and tell you to have a blessed, wonderful day, but also to just talk about this one more time. I'm not going to apologize for being in my pajamas right now because I'm at home. I'm in a relaxed environment, no makeup. This is me, raw and uncut. But what I wanted to say to you guys, it doesn't matter what your background is, whether you drive a truck, you work in a restaurant, you work at Walmart, maybe you work at a hardware store, you're a mechanic, you are a teacher, you are a lawyer, you are someone that works in a restaurant. You have a story to tell, and guess what? Somebody needs to hear whatever it is that you have to share. It is time out for all of you to stop sitting around watching everybody's life. God is calling for you as a creator to start doing the darn thing. Like, you have so much skill and so much talent that you aren't even aware that you have. Okay? Sorry for the late delay on turning on my light, but this is real. If you think about it, like, you can hear my YouTube playing in the background. Y'all, I watch YouTube more than regular television. In fact, I don't even watch television. I watch YouTube because I like to see people's real life unfolding. I get tired of going to the television. And this happened like a year and a half ago. I got tired of going to the television, watching all of this fake stuff. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be entertained. We all have things that we want to be entertained by, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about watching it to the extent that you're just being programmed. You're being programmed by not necessarily the television shows, but all the commercials that come in between. I got to the point where my need to learn outweighed my need to be entertained. And so when I watch things on my television right now, it's always going to be something that adds value to my life and helps me in an area that I am weak. Sometimes I just watch people's lives to see how they're living, whether they're camping in their car, because I do that. I watch some truck drivers that I love to watch because they break down this industry so well. I think it's worth paying attention to how they do it. I watch things that have to do with my life as a Christian. I watch different pastors, and I make sure that I am pouring into me. I don't need other people to speak into my life except for where I want to learn. I also watch a lot of these Chinese dramas, y'all, on YouTube, because I find them entertaining. It helps me to make sure my eyes are clear, because you got to read them captions if you don't understand Chinese. I love that stuff. I also watch these amazing men and women who are great at what they do in terms of being speakers. Why? Because I am a speaker and I want to get better. And sometimes when you watch other people and you see how they are carrying themselves, what type of mics they use, what type of lighting they have, all of these things, because that's what I want to be better at, they add value to my life. And you are a person who have lived some type of life. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s and 30s, your 40s and 50s, 60s and 70s, and now, y'all, I'm seeing 80-year-olds get on this platform. Don't you know that YouTube has been super consistent, and those who are building their channels on YouTube are starting to blow up, especially those small content creators? I have watched people on videos that are just walking me through their neighborhood, telling me a story about something that is going on in their family. Those who are living out in the woods, just because I want to see, how in the world are they surviving? People who are going on adventures, people who are teaching you how to cook. Because, a person like me, I don't cook a lot. That was my husband. He was the cook in our family. As my kids got older and they were able to start taking care of themselves, y'all, I taught them what I could, and then they did the rest for themselves. And here's the thing. You are skilled at something. There's something that you do so well that nobody can do it like you, okay? I want you to tap into that thing and become one of the content creators here on YouTube that make a difference, because you can. You can make a difference. The world that we know it is changing. And you know what has happened? We've gotten so consistent at just watching everybody live their lives. We've gotten so, we've trained our brain to be entertained. Now we got to flip the script and start changing how we entertain ourselves and start creating content that are going to help people. People are looking for real life stories to help them to get over some hurdles in their life, helping them to be mentally and spiritually strong, how to overcome, being terminated, how to live alone after becoming a widow, how to raise their children as single parents because they're struggling to learn how to stretch a dollar, and maybe how to budget really well, or how to plan. People in the trucking industry need to really learn time management skills. Are you good at that? Do you hear what I'm saying? That every single person out there has an opportunity to start sharing their story. I am never going to allow myself not to be creative from this moment on. You know why? Because I understand that my experience in my past, it is a teacher to somebody else who's going through what I've already overcome. And the same thing is true for you. Step out of this comfort zone and retrain your brain to start focusing on what you're passionate about. Because I guarantee you, the more you turn this camera sideways and you start recording yourself and you start talking about the things that you're passionate about, you start using a description when you post your videos, start using hashtags like YouTube, subscribe, like, work, and then tell us what the video is going to be about. Make sure that you are in each video coming up with a title that will help your audience to know what your video is going to be about, so they would want to click on and watch you. Your life is important. We got to get to that place where we're no longer thinking, it is no longer about celebrities on television, guys. You can become a celebrity on any platform, but I highly recommend YouTube because YouTube has been consistent. My channel is old, guys. I'm revamping my channel because I realize that what I've learned since coming off the road as a truck driver and now being an in-house instructor at Prime Inc. and being able to help our students, that knowledge, the awards that I've gotten, the places that I've been able to go, that knowledge is going to empower somebody. My audience is starting to come to me, guys, all over again. It may be the same people. It may be people who are complete strangers. It doesn't even matter. I'm talking about the things that I'm passionate about. I'm building the following that I'm supposed to. I'm helping the people who needed the help that I provide. What is it that you know how to do, you're skilled at, you're talented at? What is it that you have that can empower somebody else to be successful? You have it. Now it's time to start just turning that phone sideways, looking at your phone just like I'm doing right now, and give YouTube's algorithm a reason to want to push your channel forward. You don't need any fancy gadget. I have a few things, guys. That's because I've been preparing for this moment. So you'll see me at work, you'll see me in my car talking to you, and you will see me right here at home. You know, you can create your own television series right here on YouTube. Start a podcast. Start talking about a day in your life. Start talking about mentorship and life coaching if that's what you do. If you're an author and you write books, start talking about your books. What can people expect in the books, and why should they buy from you? Give us enough details to make us intrigued about the life that you live. Everything doesn't have to be fancy lights, fancy mics, things like I have, cameras. I'm shooting this video with my cell phone right now, my iPhone 15. Y'all, you can take your content, start posting it, and as you start building your YouTube channel, whatever the topic is that you want to share with other people, as you start building, the people will come. Somebody's going to be entertained, and guess what's going to end up happening to you if you get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers? You will start getting your channel monetized. Guys, no longer is working the 9 to 5 the answer to America's financial situations. Now you got to start creating content, doing the things that you're passionate about so you can start creating another income stream. And I will tell you, if you're going to come on here, whether you're a truck driver or whatever it is that you do, let me tell you, you need to be consistent in posting. Post short videos. Where it says shorts down there, that's a 1-minute video. People will start coming to you for your 1-minute video. Don't forget to leave a description of what your video is going to be about. If you want people to contact you, give them the way in the description to contact you. If you want them to link to other videos, put the links in your description. There's all kinds of ways to start with just what you have. Going live. I just went live for the first time on YouTube the other day, and I posted that video. My goal is to help you to understand that if you are alive on this planet, your life is a story worth listening to. There are people who are just like you, who don't even know that someone like you exists because you haven't showed them that you exist. Okay, some of you have channels and there are no videos on there. Why is that? Why on earth would you create an account on YouTube and not use it? And I'm talking to myself because I have to keep reminding myself why I am here. You're listening to a person who is very aware that they have a story to tell. I am very aware. My students at work tell me all the time how much they love me. You know why? Because the same type of conversation that I'm giving you, I pour into them every single day. I don't have any preference on who it is that I'm talking to. I don't have any preconceived notions on what I need to talk to them about. The students determine that. In fact, yesterday was a great day at work. You know why? Because we had a lot of conversation. These students are curious about what they can and cannot do at the company that I work for. They're curious on how to set goals. I brought in another instructor to sit there and talk with them. This instructor will be coming into his 15th year, and I think he's a great asset to Prime. His name is Justin Humiston. I had Justin come in and talk to them for about 20 minutes, and it was fantastic. And I left my workday feeling so good. At the end of the day, I had one of our new female students come and talk to me, and she shared some very personal things about her life. But if you're not that kind of person that attracts those kind of people because you haven't tapped into who you are, now is the time. So right after work, one of my friends who is a driver and a trainer, I was in the truck with students, and we were doing the air brake test. If you're not in trucking, you're not even going to know what that is, so just research it on YouTube. But we're doing the air brake test, and I see her walking across the training pad, and she's getting closer to the truck, so I'm honking the horn. She comes over and talks to me. Later on, at the end of the day, when I release the students, I go back inside of the classroom area, and she's in there, and so is one of our new students. And when the young lady came to me and started talking to me, first of all, she came with a gift. Hold on, let me show you.
It's not fear. It's not anger. It's not pain. That's what typically creates arousal or survival. This arousal is ecstasy. This arousal is bliss. They're having a transcendental moment where they're interacting with something that's beyond their senses. That's causing their body to look.
One of my students went to Walmart and got me a gift yesterday. And you know what? It did my heart so much good. I left the candle and the cup that she brought me yesterday. I left it on my desk. But anyway, the reason why at the end of the day I had come back in the classroom is because my friend driver who was there called me on the phone, and she said, hey, somebody has a gift for you. And so I dismissed the students, locked up the truck, came back in the classroom, and there was this female student. I had also talked to her the day before with another lady student who wanted to pull me for some information. And so when I tell you that this young lady sat there and just poured her heart out to me, number one, I felt extreme sadness for her. I could feel all of the energy of the weight of what she was going through when she started sharing. Number two, my heart was overjoyed at the same time because I realized in that moment that she trusted me enough after our first conversation the day before to really just sit down and release some things that had been really painful about her childhood. Her trusting me was such a compliment because it showed me that from day one, and I saw her when I was up there in front of her whole class that came in on, I think her group came in on Friday, I'm sorry. And she stood out because she was the only woman in the class. But not only that, I feel people's energy. And this is why I decided to become a life coach, because I feel people's energy and I instinctively know how to tune in to that energy that's in the room. And it doesn't matter if it's good energy, bad energy, sad energy, heartbroken. I am what you call an empath. And I have the spirit of discernment. I got that from my grandmother. But anyway, I picked up on that while she was in the classroom. So at the end of the day, when she came to me, and she didn't mind my friend sitting right there because, you know, she is a young lady who is around this young lady's age. They're both in their 30s. And as she began to pour out to me, immediately I just sat there listening. And I can just hear God tell me what to say to her. And so we ended up connecting on a private group page on Facebook. And I've been able to go in and just kind of talk to her. And I sent her a friend request. I don't give out my phone number very often, but I know that with her, I'm going to need to, because when you are going through some things, especially you ladies, now I'm talking to my truckers right now, when you're going through something, it impacts you so deeply as a woman that it makes it so that you are feeling overwhelmed, you feel defeated, and my job is to help you to overcome that. I came into trucking. You guys have already seen part of my story as a 24-year-old mother of 4 girls going through a divorce. So I understand, and I always connect with my students based on the way that I came into this industry. And so for me, it's very important to help those students to overcome whatever the challenges are that were from their past or things that they're going through currently. I don't just give them, the information they need to prepare to work with their trainer. I am a mentor, a coach, and I use that daily to help them to get rid of the mind blockers and to do a mindset shift so that they can propel themselves towards their own success. But a lot of times as a trainer, you're going to have to deal with that. And I'm going to do a separate video talking about the power of being an effective trainer. That's a video that's going to be uploading pretty soon in the next day or so. But guys, do you understand what I'm saying? If I didn't know who I was, and if I didn't realize the gift inside of me to be able to pour into this woman, I wouldn't have been able to give her enough nuggets, because I saw her demeanor change as she told me her story. And I can't have that. I want women to feel so strong and so empowered, and to understand that your life story, now we're bringing it back to YouTube now, your life story has value. Your life story can make you a millionaire if you believe that. Your life story can transform other people's lives. And this is why you need to get on YouTube and start sharing. And this is for everybody. Now, I'm in the trucking industry, so you're going to hear me talk about the trucking industry a lot. You can do the same thing on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. All of these platforms allow you to start sharing your story. It could be the beginning of a lot of things. Personally, I've had great experience because I've learned to tell my story so well that it has attracted the exact type of people in my life that I expected it to. I expected to be in front of great men and women. I expected to do things like go to the White House. I expected that for my life. And that's exactly the experiences that I've had. What is it that you are supposed to be doing? Who is the audience of people? And I want you to start empowering yourself enough to know that as you are building your channel, don't make it about you. Yes, tell your story, but I want you to think about who is your audience. Who are the people that you are supposed to be reaching? They're waiting for you to show up. This is your stage. It's your platform. It's your opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life. What does your audience need from you? And I'm not talking about you entertaining people. You see, I don't have any fancy music. Look at how I'm looking right now. This is an impromptu video because I saw the need to come on here and express everything that I just did. Because I understand the audience of people that I'm supposed to reach. Okay. Like I said, you're not just going to hear about trucking stuff. You're going to hear me helping people deal with the issues, because you could be a truck driver, get certified, get your CDL. You could come back and become a trainer. You can become an owner operator. You can do all the things. But here's the real truth about truck driving. It will show you who you really are. Do you hear what I'm saying? Truck driving, you're in that truck by yourself for hours and hours and hours, and your brain is just thinking. It's bringing up things that you got to take care of at home. It's bringing up family issues. It's bringing up you discovering who you are. If you're a woman out there by yourself, you're trying to figure out how to be seen a lot of times, okay? There's so many women truckers out there, and I love y'all. But a lot of times when we're attracting people to our channels because we want to be beautiful, that beauty's going to fade, honey. And one day you're going to be like me at the age of 58, and I do all right. You hear what I'm saying? What you see in these videos, I look different when I step out into the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, it has to be bigger than this right here. It has to be what's in here. What's in your heart? What do you have to offer people? What is it that's going to make people tune into your channel every single day? That's outside of just your beauty. What is the gift that you have on the inside of you? God is waiting for you to allow that gift to manifest. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is why you need to come on YouTube. So I don't know who this was for today, but if it was for you, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment so I know that you gained something from this, so that I know that I'm on the right track for you. Tell me something in the comments about you that this video helped you to see a little bit different. Not only do I want you to give it a thumbs up, but subscribe to my channel and share it with other people, because I'm going to be bringing gems. I'm talking about trucking right now, but I'm also going to continuously feed you stuff like this, because you don't understand that until you tap into your power, none of us are going to be able to see how great you are. And don't you know that you are great? I'm telling you, being able to share my story since I lost my daughter back in 2003 changed my life, y'all. It changed my life. And I want you to start thinking about how your life is going to change if you just share the real, raw, uncut truth about your life. All right? You got to get bold. You got to get courageous. You got to step out of the comfort zone that tells you that you're not good enough. You are absolutely good enough. If you only understood how valuable and how powerful you are, you would just get on here and start talking. All right? I hope that helps some of you today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. I love y'all, and take care. Bye.